Jordan, but we've got to keep an eye on Michael Dunlop. He probably lost about 4 or 5 seconds there, but he does have that little buffer, doesn't he? So 8 numbers is Davey Todd, the Malenko Padgett's bike. Mike Coleman on the side of it, the new sponsor. A bit of fuel just being splashed everywhere. They won't bother about that. So Davey settles in with the 60 kilometres an hour. Goodness me. Oh, I'll tell you what, you better keep an eye on that, Chris Boyd, because believe you me, that looked right on the edge of maybe being a penalty. I'm not saying he's got one yet, but you never know. So the riders continue to come in. That is Mike Brown. Keep a little eye on that one. Mike Brown sliding into the about 6th place.
No news of any penalties yet, Chris.
Tell you what, he's just caught him when he got there, but Mike Brown is in on the 9 on the R6. He's locked into that provisional 6th. James Hind is now through Crompton. He's only 3/4 of a second behind Paul Jordan. But that pit stop for Michael Dunlop just couldn't get the machine going. So it is the voice engineering machine of Mike Brown that is in at 9. We've got 2 more machines coming in. 3 machines in. 2 Ducatis, Dominic Herbertson and Connor Cummins, and also in there as well Ian Hutchinson. Hutchie slotting into 8th, and it's getting tight. Whoa, Dominic and Connor can nearly having a little come together there as Mike Brown gets away. So as they came into the pit stop, Michael Dunlop 6, he leads by 15.9 seconds, but there's the man we're waiting for, James Hind into 5th place, 2.6 back, so he's lost a bit of time as James James has lost about 2 seconds on the run from Crompton to here. Next rider in 15, Rob Hodgson, provisionally slotting in to 10th position. So the leaderboard into the pits, but I think it might change a bit. It was 15 seconds, but Michael did lose a bit of time. We'll call it 16. 15.924 from Dean Harrison, with Davey Todd 7.7 back in 3rd. There's Connor away. Retirement in the first race, and the John Burrows out. He's got out ahead. So he's got out ahead of Dominic Herbertson now. So that's good for Connor. 2 klaxons go. Ooh, goodness me. Just getting out in front of James Hind there. Sean's pit is right down here on the left-hand side. Big time the Lincolnshire rider. He gets down here at this point. Keep an eye on that pit stop for Michael Dunlop. Is that going to lose him some time?
It did. It cost him 1.4 seconds. The lead is still 14.5 seconds for Dunlop. 14.5 seconds, and Davey Todd has moved and taken 1.4 seconds out of Harrison as well. So Dunlop leads by 14.5 seconds after the pit stop. Then it's 6.3 seconds back to Davey Todd. Then Paul Jordan is 24.9 seconds down on Todd. We're waiting to get James Hind's pit stop time. It's a 52.9, so that's almost stayed the same. He will be 2.5 seconds down on Jordan. So still Dunlop, Harrison, Todd, then PJ, and then James Hind. The top 5 positions unchanged, just the gaps concertinaing in a little bit as we go out onto this 3rd lap of 4.
Top riders deciding to opt for a tyre change. It's not with a rear tyre just in case, but I didn't see anyone put one in. The time that you can lose from putting or trying to put a tyre in, you know, it can quite often be the difference between a good pit stop and a bad pit stop. And you also, you know, you introduce a little bit more jeopardy into the pit stop because things can go wrong with the tyre change, particularly if you're on a bike that has a single-sided swinging arm. It can happen really fast if you've got the right setup. But it's yeah, if you don't need to do a tyre change, best to leave it and go again.
A stunningly quick pit stop by Ian Hutchinson and the MLab team. Congratulations to them. 46.5 seconds while everybody else is doing high forward, well into the 50s really. So really quick stuff by the MLab team. Fantastic.